Hello guys, welcome to Get Place. Today we are going to make a program to find out the factorial of a number. So before proceeding, I am going to let you know how to calculate factorial of a number. Suppose I want to calculate factorial of 5, then the process is like factorial 5 is equal to 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, which is 120. And if we want to calculate the factorial of n, which is the generalized formula of factorial, then we have to follow this approach. Factorial n is equal to n multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 2 multiplied by dot 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 till 1. We have to multiply n and decreasing the value of n, and we have to multiply the value till 1. Now coming to the programming part, suppose I want to find out the factorial of 5, then factorial of 5 will be equal to 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. This will be equal to 120. Means if we want to calculate the factorial of 5, then we require a loop of 5, just because the multiplication is repeated 5 times. So we require a for loop which will be uh, starting from 5 and end at 1. So we will multiply that. We will take a variable fact and we will multiply fact by I, and we will storing that this result in a result back to fact variable. So here I have declared factorial variable, and we just closing the bracket. After this loop is completed, we have factorial of a particular number in variable fact. Now I am going to dry run this code. Here I have a table, and first column is I, value of I, and second column is this formula to calculate factorial of number, and this is final result of factorial. For suppose from here loop is start. So in starting, the value of I is 5 and value of factorial fact variable is 1. So 1 multiplied by fact, which is 1, multiplied by I, which is 5, is equal to 5. And this 5 is used again in second iteration for the value of 4. Here I is decreases, so the value of I becomes 4. So the value of I become 4. Then 5, this this fact value is used again in the second iteration. Then 5 multiplied by I, which is 4, will be 20, and this 20 will be used in third iteration for the for I is equal to 3. Then 20 multiplied by I, which is 3, which will be equal to 60. And after this, at fourth iteration, this value is used again. So 60 multiplied by I, which is 2, which will be 120. And at last iteration, 120 is multiplied by I. Here I will become 1. So our final value is 120. Means for I is equal to 5 to I is equal to 1, I have calculated the value of fact variable, and at the last we get 120 as a final value of fact. And after that I am going to print here the value of fact variable just after the completing of for loop. Now I am going to implement same logic in C language. So here I am going to use dev C++ IDE, and I am going to make a file, new source file, and I am going to code. So first of all, I have to include header file as include studio.h. After that I am declaring main function, return 0. And suppose I am going to take the value from user in order to calculate the factorial. So scan, here I am going to declare variable int scan f percent d comma m% of n. Here I am scanning a value which is kept in variable n, and I am going to calculate the factorial of this n. So I need a variable int I and a variable fact whose value is whose initial value will be 1. So here I am going to use loop for int for I is equal to n to I is greater than equal to 1 I minus minus, and here I am using the same logic I have told earlier, multiplied by I. So after completing this for loop, fact variable contains the value of factorial result of n. So after this loop, I am going to just print out the value of variable. Factorial is equal to percent d comma fact. Okay, I think the program is completed, so I need to save it first. Save as factorial, and I am going to save this file as a C. Now compile this program. So I have no error. Now I am going to run this program by clicking this icon. So here this window is opened, and I am going to enter value 5 in order to calculate the factorial value of 5, and after pressing enter we have output factorial colon 120, means the output here is 120, which is factorial value of 5. I am going to run this program for another value of n. Suppose this time I am going to enter 3, and the factorial value of 3 is 6, which is correct. And again I am going to run this program for another value of n. This time I am going to enter 10 as input, and what will be the output I don't know. If you know, please verify. Here the factorial value of 10 is 3628800. So this is the complete code to find out factorial of a number. Thanks for watching video. If you have any doubt, then ask in comment, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.